The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Ja Morant put the league on notice his rookie season.
Thank you, David. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Bridges out there with Martin. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Memphis, Morant now in at the guard spots. Anderson is out there with Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. And Chris, these teams are both on their way up, certainly. Some of the best young talent in the NBA on the court in front of us tonight.
Yeah, Kevin. A lot of room to grow for these young players. You got to love watching young players improve and develop their game.
Ball with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Allen outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Down low. Teardrop shot. Brooks misses. Right side, Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 5.
Well, I'm impressed with Rozier's growth as a distributor. He's capable of making some nice passes.
And Anderson slams it in.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Morant comes with the double team. Here's Ball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle for a chance at the line for one more.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That's good from Ball. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 6-point game. Passes it to Brooks. Hit the floater, and the layup is up and in.
What assertiveness right there from Brooks. I mean, he knows he can make this shot when given the opportunity.
Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now Allen following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
Here's Rozier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rim.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
That's good from Rozier. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Hornets, and the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter this focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
To the paint, stolen by Anderson. And it's Brooks in the corner. He nails it, and we're tied up. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Outside for Martin. Rozier for 3. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. From deep. Kept alive by Charlotte. Here's Zeller. They can't stop the run with that one. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Morant outside.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. But look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Count it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Zeller. Charlotte no good that time either. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. That one good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Charlotte, Jackson. And good that time.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Yeah, Zeller is a talent you can't leave unchecked inside. He'll take that shot every chance he gets.
It's stolen by Monk. Pass to Graham. Inside. A nice shot by Zeller.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Memphis leading. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Hornets trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Clark over to help. Biombo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There's no question. Monk's ceiling is high. He needs to keep working on becoming a more efficient scorer and a well-rounded player.
The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
Graham kicks to McDaniels. 1 second left. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, inside Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Andre Graham is out there with Monk, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. A nice shot by Winslow.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Biyombo, the pass to Zeller. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. And stolen by Graham. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Biyombo. And then Biyombo hit the dunk.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started. And making an immediate impact in this league. Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Now here's Allen. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Brooks. He has 7 to the inside. Allen, it's deflected.
The risk of rejection is real. When Washington's around you, you got to be extra careful. Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
Ball finds Martin to the middle. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Washington.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rozier the pass to Bridges. It's Martin on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Bridges is a tough player. He has no fear of going inside to get a rebound. Plus, put it back in.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. That's tipped, stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Rozier's got 5 now.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Pass to Anderson. Brooks with it. Three-pointer. Bridges with the board. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Rozier. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 3-point Hornets lead. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 10 points in the game so far.
These are what I call rhythm shots. When Brooks nails these, it helps get him going.
Rozier kicks to Martin. To the right side. Ball, the pass to Washington. Jacks up a 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They've gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Down low. Jackson against Bridges. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jackson.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And he makes the first.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Here's Brooks following the bucket by the Hornets. Morant drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hand. He doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative there.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to Zeller. Stolen by Jackson.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's McDaniels in for Bridges. And Zeller kicks to Graham. Just 4 to shoot. The 10-footer. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the feed to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
That one's not going to go. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
Well, they've given a good show to their fans.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Morant now in at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Anderson. And it's Brooks in at small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's so difficult to defend Morant in the pick and roll. I mean, he can create passing angles in tight quarters.
Washington, he's off on that one. Nice steal from Valanciunas. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Ball finds Bridges. Back to Ball. From past the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now here's Anderson. Nobody near Allen. Good on the triple. Allen's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And see, really because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year. The fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And it's Rozier missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And this is what his team likes seeing. They want Anderson to keep taking these kinds of shots.
Charlotte calls timeout. Cody Zeller's checked in for Martin. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Washington. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. Ball against Morant.
Great coverage from Washington. Playing hard and trying to make an impact on defense.
Up the floor. That one's good. And the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Rozier.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And that one's good. Morant.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Ball finds Washington. Ball with it. Shoots the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Kept alive. Brooks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. And that one falls for Brooks. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
It stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Out left to the wing. Bain. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And yes, it's good. Bridges has got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Morant outside. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 8 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Ball with it. 16 points for him. Offensive rebound. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Ball feeling it out a bit. But they recover it. Knocked away. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Well, spacing the floor is so important in today's NBA. So Bridges' three-point ability, it fits right in.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Justice Winslow comes in for Dylan Brooks. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. McDaniels comes in for Miles Bridges. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Rozier. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Here's Morant. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Are you for real? Morant, way up.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight? Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Biombo finds Graham. Charlotte moving the ball around. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Zeller.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit and keeps on finishing.
Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Pass to Graham. Back to Biombo. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Biombo's got 6.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and this lead to scores.
Here's Morant, and it's Memphis with another.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, he can score in many different ways.
It'll count, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Hornets, They've got Monk. McDaniels is out there with Cody Zeller. And there's Devontae Graham. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. And here's Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And the shot goes down. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5 stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of the game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Morant against Graham. It's tipped. Back to Monk. To the inside. A nice shot by McDaniel. And it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Valanciunas against Zeller. Knocked loose. Now the pass to Anderson. Clark kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Over Graham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And he knocks down the first one. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Brooks checked in for Memphis. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Cody Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for McDaniels. Rozier, he's checked in for Monk. And Ball subbed in for Devontae Graham.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And that one's good. Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Inside. Martin, the pass to Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Washington. Back to Ball. The 3. Allen with the rebound. And Joe Allen will bring it up for Memphis. Here's Brooks. Makes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Brooks against Martin. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got 19 points.
You got to appreciate the fearlessness. I mean, Brooks enjoying having the ball in his hands in big spots.
Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
So poised and under control. Bridges relishes taking control and capitalizing on important possessions.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Nice shot by Brooks.
The coaching staff likes this. I mean, they want Brooks to take these type of shots, and you see why.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bridges finds Rozier. Morant against Ball. And the layup falls. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Nice feed by Bridges. I mean, since entering the league in 2018, Miles has looked to increase his assist numbers.
And that one's good. Brooks.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
1:35 left in the fourth. It's Martin on the wing. Dishes the ball. Here's the three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Bridges' shot, good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Allinger is trying to free himself up, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brooks.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Rozier, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
But once he kicks his shot, Rozier is so fearless, clashes with the defense and gets a foul.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So it gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brooks against Martin. Fires the 3. The Hornets pull it in. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 5. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Time is of the essence. Basket and a foul, that's got to be the game plan.
It's stolen by Martin. Bridges with it. Valanciunas is there, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, man, I love when Bridges charges inside. Dunks like this proves how dangerous he is.
Trifecta!
Hard to ignore the mental aspect of Brooks' game. I mean, he's locked in when it matters most.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Terry Rozier taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No luck that time either. Biombo, the pass to Rozier. Martin wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
What an inventive play from Rozier. Able to find holes the defense doesn't even know are there.
So it's the Hornets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.